Welcome to Langley Farms Academy Live. You guys are in my epic little reloading room thing. And we got classic rock on. So I'm trying one of these lives on a Saturday morning because that's more accessible. So what I'm doing today, guys, let me turn this around. Cleaning my pistol. I have not cleaned it in a while, and we are using some new snake oil prime lube or dye stuff that one of my sponsors sent me, Allstar Tactical. This stuff's actually pretty intense. This is a cleaner slash oil. I'm going to use it more as a lubrication, but you guys get a discount on it. I think it's like 10% if you use LFA 2017 at allstartactical.com. But now, let me turn this camera around. Put you guys in your little spot. Boom. There we go. Alright, so what I like to do on these things, guys, is I like to just let you stay here with me while I'm doing something, and if you have any questions, you can always ask me. So the first thing I gotta do is I gotta get my little cleaning towel, which is filthy. Just put it there. Then, gotta make sure my firearm is clean and clear. So we are good. No mag. Alright, so now, get my little brush and everything. So what I like to do is get my 40 cal snake out. Make sure it's my 40. Oh, got it. That's my 30 cal snake. That is my 40 cal. Here's my 40 cal snake. If you guys ever use these snakes, they're awesome. These are the way I always clean my firearms, and they're really helpful. I've got one for my 223, for my 5.56, for my 30 cals. I got one for everything. Alright, if you guys are just now joining, welcome. Any kind of questions you guys want to throw up there, throw up on the screen, and I will attempt to answer them while I'm doing this. But I hope all is awesome with you guys this morning on a Saturday. If you're catching up, we're all clean, we're all clear, we're under control. So, push it up. Boom. You guys like cleaning your guns? Because I really like cleaning my gun. I don't know why I like it so much, but I do like it. But I can see those comments, guys. If you want to ask me anything, if you want to see what I'm doing, talk to me about the best practices, throw it in there, and I will try to answer it the best I can. Ooh, this thing was dirty. Alright, where's my toothbrush at? By the way, a little pro tip, guys. A toothbrush is a really helpful tool when you're doing this. Like an old toothbrush. Because, there's my t-shirt. When you're trying to get into different little areas of cleaning your gun, toothbrush really helps. And of course I can't find it right now. So, heck with it. This stuff is awesome. Rand CLP. I like this stuff a lot. Alright, so what I always like to do, guys, is I like to get a t-shirt, and this one's kind of worn out. But I'll always get a t-shirt, and I will put my cleaner or my lubricant or my all-in-one liberally all over it. This is my barrel, obviously. And then I'll take my t-shirt and I'll just whoosh it. Scrub it just like that. Once I do that, I'm starting to break apart all the carbon and all the stuff that comes out from regular use. I'm doing this extremely quickly because I'm going to probably be doing about a 15-minute stream today. And once the outside is clean, which it looks like it's coming pretty clean. Yeah, perfect. So that's just the barrel. I haven't done the inside yet, but the outside is clean. And this is exactly what I do, guys. I'll just be liberal with my cleaner, and then just clean it off, just brush it off, just basically get it to the point where it's comfortable and working nicely. I mean, it's really, that's the big thing that we're going for here. It doesn't have to be immaculate, but it does need to be well oiled, well lubed, and clean. So that's kind of what we're chasing here. And it looks like we're doing the right thing. But once I do that with the spring and the rod, take that out, then I'll give the slide the same kind of treatment. So have you guys been liking the videos recently? I've been trying to do something a little bit different. Been doing a little bit more detail on the actual impact, making the videos a little bit longer. And the reason I've been doing that is because I've had some feedback like, hey, show us a little bit more, show us a little more in depth of what's actually happening, and that's what I'm trying to do. So I hope that's coming through on the production, because they're taking a little bit longer, but I think they're a better product. Then, once the outside is done like that, I'll do the exact same thing on the inside. So like that right there, it's in there. And I'll hook it in just like I did on the outside. You can see that's really dirty. And guys, my YouTube app is telling me I have a very bad connection, so if this is very jumpy, I apologize. So, what gun is this? This is a Springfield XDM 40 cal. No, excuse me, 9mm. This is my my EDC. This is one that I train people on, so it gets real dirty real quick. Need some more cleaning in there. And so that's, I really like Springfields. I know that they get a bad rap right now in the industry, but I'll be honest, their firearms are top notch, and I really, really like how good they are. I'm also, I tend to be a little bit more accurate with the design. Just turn it on. Sorry, man, I missed that. If you just sent that message, I caught the very tail end. Please send that again. But yeah, so if you guys are just joining, I use these t-shirts, like old, just normal cotton t-shirts, because they're excellent for cleaning everything out. Just tuned in, how can you clean your guns after every use or every... Okay, so Mel the Nut has just asked how often I clean my guns. I'll clean them every about 500 to 1,000 rounds on my pistols, just because the pistol's designed to take a lot more than that. But that's just personal preference. I mean, I know that some people say I don't ever need to clean a Glock. My Glock will never need to be cleaned because it's a Glock and Glock in America. Which, nothing wrong with a Glock. I enjoy a Glock as well. But I like to take care of my guns, make sure they're lubed and oiled and taken care of. So I probably do it every 500 to 1,500 rounds, honestly. I feel like that gives me a really good coverage on function. I can always check it, make sure it's clean. I think that's the best way to do it myself. But I'm just a guy, just a guy on YouTube. But once you've got the outside clean, how do I get the live streams to stream offline? Please help. Honestly, I think it's because I'm in my work shed. Someone just asked, the stream is not working. I think I'm in my work shed and I'm not in the best signal right now, so I gotta work on that. I gotta figure that out. Alright, so now I'm running through with my finger. Not really. You can't really overclean a gun. So Mel asked if you can overclean a gun, and I've never seen someone overclean a gun. A lot of people love them to death. Technically, so Demand, I can't say the whole name, but Demand basically asked, is cleaning the outside of the gun for function or for aesthetics? So basically, is that because it needs to be pretty or for function? And honestly, I clean the entire, all surfaces of guns when I'm cleaning my guns. And the reason why is because I just don't like doing things halfway. And does it technically interfere with the action of the firearm? No, on cleaning like the serrations and the slide. But it does make it feel nicer to me. It's a little bit cleaner. I just like the way it feels when it's completely clean. It's kind of like washing a car. The difference between washing a car and cleaning the inside and the outside. Well, Magnums, so Juan just asked, how do you, what's the difference between, or excuse me, how do you clean revolvers and Magnums? It's the same concept, it's just a different disassembly. So it's not anything different. You don't need a specific different type of anything. Oh yeah, dude, I can't put away guns dirty. So someone just asked, do you put guns away dirty? I'm like, no. But revolvers and Magnums, you don't really need any specific different tools. You just need the same kind of cleaning materials. And right now, I'm just going in and getting in between the creases and the crevices. So, if you guys can see that, this little piece right here is very, very clean along the rest of the slide. And it's just looking better. And that's the reason that I do spend so much time on the slide itself. Because it just looks nice. And, you know, like I go back to a car analogy. I'm going to do it right. I'm going to do it, right? Alright, so this thing, these little snakes, you guys have seen these cleaning snakes. They're really, really the most effective cleaning tools that I've ever used. So the way they work is they've got these little brushes built in right here, and then you pull the rest through and it cleans out the brush. So the way that I like to use them is take my barrel and I'll put the actual cleaner inside of it. Then I'll feed this through. No, I do not clean my gun every time I shoot it, because that would be tedious. So once you've got it through and the cleaner's already in there, you give it a yank. I like to wrap it. And that is one clean barrel. I know, right? I always put on classic rock when I'm doing, actually that's better. And that's a clean barrel right there. Get better for you. That is a perfectly clean barrel. So now, that's done. And I only need to do it once. I can do it 2 to 3 times, but not really need to. Oh, I gotta show you this real quick, guys. So what I'm going in and out of for my cleaning stuff is my range bag from Cannae. That is my Cannae Range Bag. I'm going to do a lot more. Yeah, I'd clean your gun. I'm going to do a lot more product placement on this. This is one of my sponsors, Cannae brands. But this range bag is epic. And all my cleaning supplies, all my gun stuff, everything can go right in there. Multiple different pouches, really awesome. So, I'm just going to give them a shout out because they made a great bag. Laser guns will be a thing. They might be a thing one day. But if you guys are looking for a really great range bag, that bag from Cannae Brands is really excellent. It's a really, really, really good bag. I've got a few more from them as well. Very well made, very well done product. And you guys get a discount for being my subscribers. And all you have to do is log on and use the code that I put in the comments field, or in the description field. It's also on my other videos, but I'm pretty sure it's LFA 15, I think is what it is. But I'll put it in the description box below for you guys. But great little product. Alright, so one thing I'm going to show you guys, let you pay attention to. You see right here, this little piece, how it's kind of polished? That's the feed ramp. Okay, so we want to keep that really clean. And the reason why is because that's where the bullet is actually sliding up. Jeffrey Lopez says, love your channel with 4 these things. I don't know what they're called, but thank you. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. This channel is something that is awesome. You can actually purchase those bags. Mel asked where you can purchase the bags. If you go to Cannae.com or CannaeProGear.com and use the code that I'm going to put in the description box, I'm pretty sure it's LFA15. You can get a 15% discount, which is awesome. So, something I like to do with you guys is give you guys discounts and stuff from sponsors, because you guys helped build me and built this channel, and so I like to give things back to you guys, and it's kind of my way of saying thank you. And I got a lot of really cool stuff. In fact, normal bullets and FMJ bullets. Okay, so Juan asked what's the difference between normal bullets and FMJ, and I will go into that in a second. This brand right here is from Allstar Tactical. It's a snake oil that they call it, but it's basically a lube. And once we're done cleaning, I'm gonna lube everything up with this, and I'm good to go. This stuff's awesome. You guys get 10% off this from allstartactical.com, and you get to use the code LFA2017 for that one. I should shoot another fidget spinner. That was actually really disappointing. I was really disappointed by that. All right, so we're wrapping up the clean here. One thing. The gun that has been. How often should I clean a gun that hasn't been used in a while in a safe? I'd clean it every year or two if it hasn't been touched, because inside safes you can get humidity and that can cause rust. So just check it, make sure it's good, it's safe, it's clean, and then oil it, and you should be fine. So one thing I like to do, guys, is on the inside of these frames, right here, especially, gets a lot of wear and a lot of soot and stuff. Alright, so the website for the snake oil is allstartactical.com, and the code is LFA2017. But what I like to do is I like to put some cleaner right here and right in those ride points. And then I just come in with my same t-shirt and clean it up a little bit. But anyway, going back to a question. Hey Mel, any kind of purchase that you do helps out the channel. I appreciate it, man. So going back to one of the questions from Juan, full metal jacket and traditional bullets, they're pretty close. The main difference is traditional ball ammunition is like a hunk of lead coated in copper, and then full metal jacket are metal bullets that are bonded to the copper. So it's more of an electroplating kind of situation, and it makes it a little harder impact. I mean, that's grossly oversimplified. I'm sorry if it's freezing, guys. I have pretty rough reception out here in my tool shed. But that's oversimplified. Not really. So Ricky asked, why not oil the mag chamber, or the mag well? It's really what it's called. It's that part right there. You don't really need to, because the main point of oil is to aid in metal on metal resistance, and on polymer frame guns that doesn't exist right here, because this entire thing is polymer. So that's why I don't ever do that. Yeah, I got about 5 more minutes until I do. Favorite handgun would probably be my Springfield XDMs. I just love them. It's an emotional thing. But yeah, guys, while I'm wrapping this up, I'll always just come in here right on the top part of the frame, and I'll just clean it out, just gently. Make sure we're all good. All the pieces where the metal contacts is clean. And then I'll come back with my towel and just brush it up, clean it up. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm getting all the extra soot out. Just do a quick grip touch. Okay. And so once this is completely clean and dry, which is what I just did, I start to reassemble the gun. Okay. So I'll always start with the slide. Yeah, the Magnum 500 would probably hurt after you shoot if you got hit with it. But if you're talking about actually shooting with your hand, yeah, it's not a pleasant thing. My favorite thing about semi-automatics is how easy they go in. I love that. Oh man. I put the spring in, just like that. Yes, I don't disassemble all the way down to the striker. I could. I personally don't. It's just a personal preference thing. All right, so now here's a trick, right? So the slide is reassembled, and my frame obviously wasn't disassembled. But what I'll do, I'll put the CLP away, because we're already cleaned, right? Put that in my Cannae bag. Then I'll bring in some lubrication. Thanks for the video, it's great stuff. Thank you for watching. Would you always change the guide rod? I'll be honest, guys, that's actually a really good question. Someone just asked, would you change the guide rod if it's plastic to steel? And I'm gonna be real, that is a great upgrade. Steel rods really do provide an increased performance, and it feels a lot more stable. And you will like that. You guys will like that a lot. Alright, got that stuff out of the way. So now I'm coming in with the lube portion of this. And here's what I will do every single time. And this is just my pro tip. These points right here are where the frame rides on the slide, or the slide rides on the frame. What I'll do is I'll just put one dot like that and like that. And now what that does is that provides a lubricated surface. You can see where that's wet. Well, thank you, Angel. Angel says, I love watching the 9mm and the 9 versus AR-15 versus shotgun videos. I appreciate that. So once I don't ever wipe off the lube, put it on just like it is. All right, and then I lock it in place to reassemble it. So what I'll do now, the lube's in place, the gun's reassembled and cleaned, I'll just cycle the slide a few times, and when I do that, that's getting the lubrication all good, okay? Now here's another thing that a lot of people don't really do when they clean their guns, when they oil their guns. You want to put oil anywhere that there is actually metal on metal friction, like I mentioned earlier. One piece that they don't ever assume is right here, where the slide and the barrel are actually interacting. Okay, so when this slides backwards, like that, the metal is sliding on the metal, okay? So you can even see the wear patterns. So what I will do is I'll take my oil, and I will put it right here on the front side, not the back side, because that doesn't do anything, right? I'll put it on the front side, and I'll put it just on this little portion right here. So if you can see that, what I've done, just a little bit of lubrication on the top of the barrel. Then, when I go like this, and I do that, what it's done now is it's got lubrication on the top of the barrel, and it's also got it underneath the slide. So now it'll function even smoother. Boom! And that is how I clean my pistols. Okay, so now I can check my feed ramp. It's all clean and shiny. Let me show you that. Everything is money. What I'll do now is just going back to aesthetics, and I'm just kind of wrapping everything up. But what I'll do, I had some Q-tips out here, and I gotta find them. Thank you, Ricky. Screw it, I can't find them. Hold on, don't go anywhere. That's good enough. All right, so what I'll do is I'll take these little cotton patches. So these little cotton patches are just like normal gun cleaning patches. And what you'll notice on my pistol, the sights are a little dirty. Yeah, someone just said, I love my Springfield, but I don't like that it shows all these marks. I mean, that is a thing. That really is a thing. But all metal guns are going to show some. Alright, so what I got now, put a little bit of cleaner on my little cotton patch here. And I'll take an old 22 cleaning rod, right? Put it on with the cleaner out, like that. Grab my sights, and I'll just give them a little polish in here. And what I'll do with that, what that's doing is it's getting cleaner in there, and it gets all that crap out, which I hate that crap that gets in your sights because then it messes up your sight picture. It makes you look real dirty, and I don't want that. And we don't want that when we're cleaning our guns. We don't want dirty. And that's the last piece that I'll always do that a lot of people kind of overlook sometimes. But it's just so simple, like, hey, I need my sight picture to be clean and align it. Why wouldn't I just do this? Money, much better. Just dry it off real quick. And it's not perfect. You can get Q-tips that will make that a lot better, and little tiny little picks. But for right now, that popped them a little bit more. Q-tips and little cotton patches are awesome. But that is all that I got from a standpoint of actually cleaning my pistol, because I just did it, and it took about 10 to 15 minutes. But I'd love to hear from you guys, what you guys are thinking, any kind of questions. Toothpicks are excellent. But I will be wrapping this here live stream. I hope you guys like these live streams. It's something like that's a little less controlled than my normal videos, but it is something that I feel like you guys get a little bit closer to me, like my actual personality, rather than having everything really structured and rigid. But anyway, I'd love to hear your feedback on the live sessions. All right. Oh yeah. God, I love a good clean gun. Put that in there. Boom, boom. That's done. And so I'm wrapping up, guys. Just to remind you of all the greatness. The oil, which is really awesome. It's really good snake oil for your gun. Allstar Tactical LFA 2017 gets you a discount of I think 10%. I do recommend the Springfield because they're match. Hey Darwin. Darwin just screaming. He's one of the guys that's been following me for a while. Ooh, I should clean my shotgun. I really need to do that. But Springfield makes really good guns. I know, like I said, there's a lot of political stuff. Puerto Rico, very cool. I don't have a live stream schedule yet. I'm working on it. I'm thinking about doing them every Saturday because that's when everyone's off work. But I don't know yet. So we're gonna stay tuned on that one. But Springfield, going back to that question, the reason I like Springfields is they're very solid guns, they're very accurate guns, and they're well built. The other piece is for about $150 more than a Glock, you get a match grade barrel, you get modular Springfield grips, and the trigger is excellent. It has a built-in beaver tail safety, which you combine with the trigger, which I like. And I just like this gun. I'm very, very accurate with Springfields. I'm accurate with Glocks, but more so with Springfields. And I think that having the match grade barrel in there really ups it a little bit. And to be honest, you can buy a Glock for $500, $530, and then you upgrade it with trigger kits and you upgrade it with barrels and stuff, and you get to the same price point. So why not just keep it all in-house? That's my opinion. But Allstar Tactical snake oil, 10% off if you use the code 2017. Yeah, they did pull some crap, but they'll be fine. All right. And then the last thing is my Cannae Range Bag. You guys have got to at least take a look at this at CannaeProGear.com, and you get a code. I believe it's LFA 2015. I'll put it in the comments field below. And now, guys, I thank you so much for watching, but I gotta bounce. Until next time, I'm Braden. See you later. Close.